Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. How are you? If you are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for supporting my brand new channel. And if you resonate with any or parts of these readings that I'm about to present, and you are new, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's brand new and there will soon be more offerings other than pick-a cards, and you may find that of interest. Either way, the pick-a card that we are going to journey on and explore today is a message from your mermaid guardians. There's 3 piles here, and you can choose a pile with the artwork that's at the beginning of this reading, or I'm going to turn over one of the cards from each one of these piles and you'll see if there's resonance there. Or some people do use the timestamps in a numerology kind of way. I was going to say numerologic, but numerology kind of way. And that's how they pick their cards. I'm going to pull back my hands because some people like to stop the video and just look at the piles and see what resonates with them. So I'll give them an opportunity to do that. And if you want to pick by a card in these piles, let's go to group number 1. Spirit is saying to read just the quote on the back of this card. It says, "The ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free." So that's group number 1. Spirit is saying for group number 2, let's read the card underneath here, the light language card. And it says, "Light beings," for group number 2. Okay. And for group number 3, it's directed me to pull a card a little bit deeper in the pile for group number 3. And what it says here is bountiness, generously given, relationships coming together. Very, very interesting, group number 3. So yeah, take a moment and see what group might be resonating with you. The timestamps will be in the description box below. And yeah, we're gonna get started with group number 1. Take care, my honeys. Hello, group number 1. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Let's dive into your message from your mermaid guardian. What does this mermaid guardian want you to know? Well, if you used the initial message, the ocean, your mermaid guardian is talking about being beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. That definitely is the characteristic of a mermaid, right? A siren, somebody that can't be completely known. Even if people seek out your energy, group number 1, there's always something, even about people who are in intimate relationships with you, they will say, I never know if I fully know everything about this person. There always seems to be a different layer. Not that you keep things from people, but more of like they're on a journey of discovery with you in terms of their relationship with you. There's something about, it's like a peeling an onion. There's just different layers, and the more that they become closer to you, the more they discover about you. And again, you're just a person of limitless experiences and feelings and expressions. That's what your mermaid guardian is sharing right now. Let's turn over your other oracle cards. We have King Tide, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. I love that energy. Here we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. In terms of the angel energy, we have Archangel Zachiel, and this angel is about transmutation, the violet flame, mercy. And your light language card is that of expansion. Look at that beautiful card. Number 44 is there too. Well, as an energy check, group number 1, to see if this really is your pile, your mermaid guardian is saying that you are a person that is currently in the experience of transforming who you are. I think there's something about your life right now or in the very recent past, which means not too long ago. You had some kind of realization that life was more than how you were living it. And there was a call for you to become more liberated, more free. And, it's interesting that Zachiel, Archangel Zachiel, came out with the expansion card because both are purple, right? There's something about this violet flame, you connecting with that energy of ascension, and you're feeling yourself right now, group number 1, you're expanding, you're growing. There's something about your whole being that is challenging ancestral patterns, rewriting perhaps even your destiny. If you haven't seen it, I have a reading that I uploaded recently that talks about your fate versus your destiny. And in this energy right now, group number 1, you are a person that is rewriting your fate, that's taking it into your own hands and creating your destiny. And there's something here about your mermaid guardian supporting that movement that you're making right now. Your mermaid guardians are saying you are right on track. There is a treasure waiting for you, group number 1. As you explore the edges, as you allow yourself to be unlimited in your experiences, there is something that your mermaid guardians are saying, you are right on task. We have 8 of Swords interference. Very interesting. That's like 8 of Swords. 8 of air in this particular deck. We have 9 of Swords, the hurt. And we have 3 of Swords, doubt. So interesting how all of these sword cards, air cards, they showed up in reverse. And they have a little bit of a kind of tenuous energy, right, group number 1? Because 8 of Swords is talking about releasing ourselves from a self-imposed prison. And as you see here, this bird is losing its feathers, bound, unable to take flight. But it's in reverse, meaning you have passed through that experience. Same with the 9 of air. The loss. There could have been a loss for some of you. This gets specific for a moment. Some of you may have experienced a loss. I'm hearing from the Mermaid Guide, some of you may have lost a job or felt like your career, I don't want to say ended, but your career took a pause. For some of you, there could have been a layoff, or you maybe unfortunately lost your job, or there was something, maybe for some of you, there was a particular kind of position you had that just ended, like there was no other avenues for that position. And I think that Three of Swords means that because all of these are in reverse, meaning in the past you worked through this, or you all are working through some of that doubt that came up, because you may have in the past identified so closely with the kind of work that you did. And now, for whatever reason, your mermaid guardians are saying the universe ended that particular road for you. They are pointing out that road was, it was ended, but it was there was something, they're showing me it was by the hand of the universe. The universe needs you to take a different direction, group number one. And they're saying that different direction, it's going to, yes, provide more balance in your life. Look at that, group number one. This is about that temperance, right? Allowing yourself to stand in front of your emotions, firmly grounded, rooted. But there's some stillness there. I think what your mermaid guardians are pointing to is that you had to get out of that, I'm seeing a hamster wheel, you had to get out of that over-dedication to this work and really begin to connect with yourself. They're showing me the daughter of earth here. Spirit is saying it's upright for you to look at this closely. There's a growth pattern that's beginning to happen for you. For some of you, it is rooted in your roots, your culture, your family. There's some kind of gift there. I don't know why, but Spirit keeps bringing my attention to this rug behind this figure, and how, in many North American indigenous communities, the weaving is passed down through the family, and the weaving has special messages in the design, and that weaving becomes a source of income for the family too, as well as serving some function and purpose. It's artistry. So your mermaid guardian is saying here, group number one, is that perhaps, and receive this if it resonates, that there is some kind of skill, something that's passed down through the family, or maybe it lost its ability to be passed down through the family, but you are going to pick it up, group number one. Whatever it is, it could be art, it could be writing, it could be cooking, it could be really anything that a former ancestor held as a sacred skill of the family line. You are being called to pick it up. Yeah. And when you pick this up, I keep seeing these swords. It's like but they're all in reverse. So it's like you're recovering from this energy of lack, feelings of betrayal and doubt, all the things that happen when we have to transition out of a job, whether we're fired or laid off. There's so many doubts that could have been in your head because you're like, I was a good employee. I really did the work. I showed up on time. I was more than generous with my time. And I think your mermaid guardian is saying here that they understand those feelings. A lot can come up. Maybe this was a surprise to you in terms of losing or transitioning out of this work. But your mermaid guardians are saying it's important here, Spirit wants us upright, to stay in the integrity of who you are. As you move forward into new avenues, do not become afraid or less trustful of working with others. You may have felt very betrayed by your last job, your last project, whatever it was. But your mermaid guardians are saying where you are headed, it's almost as if some of that had to happen to give you a new lease on life. Look at that. To bring pure waters, more abundance, and a fullness into your life, group number 1. And Spirit is pointing to this card saying, you will become so abundant. This is 9 of Cups. You will become so abundant, group number 1, with this new path, that you will literally not be able to contain all of the waters that are available to you, all of the joy, all of the happiness, all of the prosperity. It's like you will literally take off your clothes and swim in all of this abundance. You have no idea what is coming towards you in terms of blessings. And I think here we have 6 of Wands. Again, Spirit is saying this is upright because you will experience a huge victory, one you never expected. And your mermaid guardians, this is what they wanted to communicate to you. The flow is never ending in your life. You are quite literally in the realm of great blessings. They wanted me to show you this stone even. It looks like an ocean, right? And there's several bands to this stone. But the stone is one of prosperity, deep prosperity. It's been through many formations. And they're showing me like you are like this. I think in this former job or former career, wherever you were, you didn't come in contact with all of the wholeness of who you are when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to skills. And they're saying that job had to get out the way so that you could really utilize the skills in a way that aligns you with your life purpose. Anything else? Yeah. You will reap so much abundance. I don't know what to say, group number 1. This new path, you're going to look back at it maybe a year or 2 from now and say, oh my goodness, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't even be here. Like, closer to losing the job, you may not feel that way, but a year or 2 from now, maybe a few months from now, you are going to be like, oh my God, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be experiencing this prosperity, this wealth. And you will find gratitude in how your life had to shake up a little bit in order for you to realize, look at that, the abundance. In order for you to fill your coffers up to the top and have more to spare. So awesome, group number 1. And this is a short reading, but this is what your mermaid guardian had to share with you. I think some of you needed to stop looping on what was negative about the situation and really know that there is true blessings coming your way, and to not devalue yourself because you are on the right track. Like, Spirit's just kind of shaping that and putting you in a different situation, one that will reap you many rewards. Okay, group number 1, if you resonated with any or part of this reading, do you mind giving me a thumbs up? It's a great way to support me, and it's free, and it helps me to grow my channel so that other people can see these readings. And if you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, please consider subscribing. You click that bell so that you get notified when I upload new readings. And if this is where we part, group number one, I thank you for the honor of reading for you. I love mermaids. I am a mermaid. And so I really appreciate these messages coming forth, hopefully to help the collective. Take care, my honeys. Hello, group number two. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle, and this is your pick a card reading on a message from your mermaid guardian. So, group number two, let's dive into that initial message. And your mermaid guardians are saying it's going to be important to practice patience right now. The tide comes in when it's ready. Yeah, they're initially speaking to maybe there's been a little impatience with waiting for something that you desire to come your direction. Let's look at the rest of your cards. We have cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. We have pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Interesting. In terms of the angel energy you're working with, Archangel Gabriel, self-expression, creativity, North Star. I love that. And then we also have light beings. Group number two, your mermaid guardian is saying that you have to understand that there's a certain rhythm to your future. It's not all going to just be revealed to you at one time. There's going to be a step-by-step process in which you are slowly understanding yourself at the cosmic level. And right now, in order to facilitate movement in your life, it's important for you to express your creativity. There's something that maybe you haven't been working on in a while that you could go back to, because it's going to point you to your North Star. It's going to point you to your success, group number two. And for some of you, this new beginning, because I'm seeing cleansing as a new beginning in your life, you can be impatient for things to really jump off. Maybe some of you really want to create community, lead workshops, whatever you're doing. It requires, some level of understanding that relationships take time. Network building takes time. But you are going to be seen for the work that you're bringing forward in this new community. Because some of you may have moved to a new community. You may be just trying to gain more access to a new community. But you are going to be seen as someone who's in that community, a pillar of it. And I think it requires a little bit of patience, the slower method. Something you're working on, group number two, it's being informed by your cosmic ancestors. It's a gift, right? And you have held this gift. You've seen it, even as you see it as kind of an orb even. And you feel like your ancestors gifted you either this skill or this story or this movement. There's something your ancestors gifted you that you want to bring forward into the world and share with others. But you also feel like you're unsure if you can make a complete living by doing this, I guess. That is what your mermaid guides are here to answer. You've got this gift, it's ancestral, but how can you integrate it enough to where you can start to live from this dream. You can realize security from this dream. Yeah, you have the Queen of Swords here. Right now, you might be in an energy of just practicality. Does this work? Does it not work? And you may not be seeing, group number 2, that there's something much more ancestral, lineage building behind it. Let me get one more card. Yeah, you have the King of Cups here. You know, your mermaid guardian is pointing to something. They're saying for a few of you that someone really likes you, group number 2. They are looking at you not only as marriage material, but parent material. They want to have a family with you. They want to include you in their family. And what your mermaid guardian is showing me right here is maybe you're someone who's been so focused on your career, being successful, building networks, that you're kind of missing something here. There's a network here for you in this person, because this person is going to introduce you to their community and really help you integrate into their community. This is very specific, but for some of you, you may have grew up in a place away from your culture. And this person is going to re-enter you into your culture. This person's going to help you reintegrate and really connect. You see this, like the grandmother teaches us. The grandmother takes hold of the youngest in the community and passes down the stories, passes down the wisdom, and holds our inner child so that we grow up in this world knowing we're loved and supported. Now, this is, like I said, it's kind of specific for group number 2, what the mermaid guardian is showing me, but you may be someone who, like I said, you may not have grown up with your family of origin or your culture of origin, or you may have been adopted out of that culture or family of origin. And as a young adult or as an older adult, take it where it resonates, you are reconnecting. And there's something about this reconnection. This person is going to facilitate it. Say more about who this Father of Cups is. They're a very kind, gentle person, very generous. Is this a romantic relationship, Spirit? Say more. We have 5 of Wands here. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So funny. Group number 2. When you meet this person, I'm not saying you all are going to have a fight, but you're really going to disagree with this person on something. It's just it's a disagreement that you are going to bring forward because you are in Queen of Swords energy. So when this person comes towards you, I don't know, they may say something that they may imply you need to reconnect with your community. And you're going to be like, well, why do you think I'm here? You know what I mean? Like, you may say something like that. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but you're going to have like a little bit of a with this person, because this person is going to share with you. I think this person, even though they are King of Cups, they're still in King energy as well as you're in Queen energy. That means kings and queens, their communication is more direct. So this person, even though they're very kind, very generous, There may be something that they're witnessing inside of you, because this person is connected at the, water is at the intuitive level too. So this person could be very spiritual, and they see something in you that needs healing, and they're just going to tell you, like, hey, this is not all about what you can get. This is not all about, there's something they're going to call you out on gently. But it may activate you. Group number 2. It may activate you because they're going to say a truth. A truth that I think you've already figured out, because you wouldn't even be in their vicinity if you didn't know that this connection, this reconnection, this reintroduction, either into your extended family or to a community or both, is important to you. Because without this community, even all of your successes, group number 2, you have felt that without this belonging, you have felt imprisoned. You have felt like you couldn't move forward in some aspect of your life. And your mermaid guardians are saying, yes, you keep swimming back to connect. You want to swim back and connect here, because this is a wing, quite literally a wing that is broken. You cannot fly without this wing being healed for you, group number 2. And part of this reconnecting, right, means that you were brought up with a different set of beliefs. You might have been brought up with foreign ideals that are foreign to your extended family, or ideals that are foreign to your community. And so your reintroduction comes with some pain, because you feel like you don't belong sometimes. And here's what Spirit is saying. The waters are here for you. The mermaid guardian is saying, your cups will be filled here. Give it a chance. You are not being judged. You are being accepted as a daughter. But you have to, it's interesting. Look at this. You come in from another culture, another life. You all take it where it resonates, because we're reading for more than one person. You come in as the Queen of Swords, but your queendom was granted to you from another culture. Your status was granted to you from another part of the world even. And when you come into your community, you must step Spirit is saying, word this carefully. You must step first into the shoes of the daughter, not the queen, so that you can relearn, reconnect with the energies of your true family, of your true community. I'm not saying the other community is not yours, but you were fated into that community by adoption or some other means, migration, immigration. And as you come back now, you have to humble yourself to be the daughter, not the mother, but the daughter, and allow yourself to learn new and different things, especially spiritually. Some of you are from a very spiritual culture. There's a lot of rituals and practices and ceremonies, and those are not things you can just kind of come in with a foreign sensibility and expect to connect. So really, your mermaid guardians are saying, you are going to meet this person. They may be a guide for you at first, a teacher for you at first, but I also feel like there might be a potential for more. Is there a potential for more, Spirit, or is this just a teacher, mentor? Well, they are saying this person is going to be a huge part of your transformation. A huge part of it. I don't think you're going to know how impactful this person is going to be in your life. I'll ask one more time, but Spirit, they may not ask what this relationship is, but what is this relationship, Spirit? I keep asking. Maybe I want romance. Well, they're saying this is part of the cosmic wheel, the wheel of fortune. Your cycle will end, or how I want to say this, your new cycle will begin with this person. It's going to end one cycle and begin a new one. This is the huge medicine wheel. You will find transformation here. And, balance. I don't know if love is here, romantic love. That may be something that they don't want to introduce first. They want you to take this person as your teacher, as your confidant, as someone who can show you wisdom and show you how to reconnect. So that's what your mermaid guardian wanted to tell you, wanted to show you, group number 2. And if you've resonated with any or part of this reading, because it's a short one, short but, powerful, would you mind giving me a thumbs up? It just allows me to grow this brand new channel, make sure that other people are seeing the readings. I really would appreciate it. If you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, would you consider subscribing and then clicking that bell, because then you are going to get notified when I upload new readings and create new and different content, which is coming your way. And if this is where we part, group number 2, I'm excited for you. I'm really happy to hear that this is happening in your life, this reconnection, and it's an honor reading for you, and thank you for allowing me to tap into that future experience or current experience. Please comment below, either way. Thanks so much, my honeys. Hello, group number 3. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle, and welcome to your reading on a message from your mermaid guardian. Let's go to the opening message here for you. Change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So that opening message, group number 3, is talking about maybe you're currently or will be going through some changes. Let's look at the rest of your oracle cards. Take a break. Life is not a season. Life's work is not a season. Get off the treadmill. Your other card, bountiness, generously given, relationships coming together. Your archangel is Tho. I don't know if Tho's an archangel, but Tho is your guide, one of your guides. And it says here with Tho, wisdom of time, because this is an ancient Egyptian deity, right? Akashic records, very interesting, and writing. And then your like language card says, nothing has gone wrong. Group number 3, there is a change that's happening in your life. Maybe you're slowing down from overworking. There's something shifting for you, but your mermaid guardian is saying nothing has gone wrong. In fact, all of this with Akashic records here is in divine right order. In fact, I think this card, because your mermaid guardian is saying this is the center of the message, something is shifting so that you can receive more of the bounty of life. Maybe you have been working so hard in whatever career or job you're in that you haven't been seeing any kind of real prosperity from it, and even real growth. And that doesn't only mean monetarily. You may not even felt like you were developing quite well in your career or in your studies. It depends, take it where it resonates, because we're in a collective reading. But there's something about these Akashic records that your mermaid guardian is pointing to, because Toe, is it Tho or Toe? I kind of, you guys can tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but 34 comes to 7. That means there's some transformation that's getting ready to happen around time, around what has been written for you. I think that this shift is coming because your mermaid guardian is saying things have to change. Spirit and the universe wants you in a different place because you deserve the bounty, the returns on your energy, on your work. That's what I'm hearing. But let's go to the tarot cards. What else does this mermaid guardian want you to know? Yeah, look at that. More bounty. I think for some of you, because you work so hard, because you took that shell and you made it a home, you did what you needed to do to be in that, I'm hearing neighborhood, community, job, organization, school. There's something that you did your due diligence. That's what I'm hearing from your mermaid guardian. And it's time for you to reap the rewards. But at the same time, you can't stay in that old shell. You can't stay in that past. There's something about you outgrowing your situation, group number 3. And in doing so, nothing has gone wrong. You've simply outgrown a situation, whether it's a job, a career, a school program, or even a relationship for some of you. You've outgrown it and you are being redirected towards wealth. I think your mermaid guardian is saying you are going to be surprised just how spirit was like flipping a switch here. Like, no, we don't want you here. We need you over there. We need you in your bounty. We need you reaping the rewards of the kind of work ethic I'm hearing that you have, group number 3. You were just not meant to work hard and be loyal for nothing. Yeah. This kind of stagnation, that was never part of your Akashic records. That's what your mermaid guardian is saying. You were not meant to fight over crumbs, to literally have empty crack bowls as part of your I'm hearing as part of the way of living. Like, this was not your way of living. Some of you have endured so much. Even if it was poverty, your mermaid guardian's like, no, hell no. Like, you are blessed in your Akashic records. In fact, they keep bringing me to this, so I can do an Akashic records reading. In fact, I think that's something I'm going to start offering people. But right now, you can go on YouTube and find other Akashic records, like guided meditations, things like that, group number 3, because you need to access your records. There's something happening right now where your mermaid guardian is saying, you need to look at this part of your life. It's already been written. You were never going to stay in poverty. You were never going to stay struggling because you are blessed. Spirit loves you so much for your ethic, for your moral, for your trust, for your devotion, group number 3. That doesn't keep you in poverty. It transports you out of it. Very deep. Look at that. Yeah, when the Daughter of Cups is in reverse, you see how she's pouring the bowl? She's like pouring into the river that's already abundant. But when she's in reverse, it's almost as if her cup is empty. She brings an empty cup to the river. But you are bringing a full cup now to the river. You understand through the offerings. Many of you are so devout. Whatever religion you're a part of, or whatever spiritual practice you're part of, group number 3, you're very devout. One moment, let me take a drink of water. Excuse me. Spirit sees your devotion. Ooh. It's funny because I feel like someone does not want you to know that part. But Spirit has claimed you. It's always claimed you. You were never meant to suffer. I don't care who's trying to put that story or narrative in your head. Look at that. You were never meant to suffer. Hold on. You know why? Your mermaid guardian is saying, with this 9 of wands, you had to find your inner strength. Because some of you went through some really heavy stuff. This could have been an abusive situation. It just could have been people around you who were so committed to bringing you down, to giving you nothing. I'm sorry about this, group number 3, and I feel their negativity when I try to talk about your blessings. They really want to hold you back from your blessings. I'm sorry, this is specific for someone, and you have to hear it. There's someone or some people around you who really don't want you to lift up, group number 3. They want you to stay striving. They want you to stay stuck. And your mermaid guardian is like, no. it's actually written in your records. There's no way they can change this part of your blessings. They couldn't change it if they wanted to. Even if they went into your house and stole all of your stuff, you would still wake up the next morning fully blessed. There's something about your Akashic records. They cannot, in any shape or form, change your destiny. You all might have been fated and this keeps coming up throughout this whole reading. If I just uploaded a video maybe a few days ago, a reading on your fate versus your destiny. If you haven't listened to that, group number 3, there's a message in there for you, because it's come up for a couple of groups. It's like you were handed a fate. Maybe that was poverty. Maybe that was being in relationships that weren't good for you. But guess what? You found your inner strength, and you acted on that inner strength by becoming a person that lives in their integrity, that's centered in spirit, that formed a relationship even with your ancestors, I'm hearing, for some of you. And now you are reaping the rewards of those relationships, the rewards of that devotion to spirit. And no one can stop you. But there's these people who sure as heck are trying with their negative energy. And maybe, what do you want them to do about that? Yeah, you've got to trust your spirit guides right now. These people might be putting some really hard pressure on you, group number 3. Some of them are jealous of where you're going, jealous of the blessings you're receiving. And you've got to walk with spirit now, not with human beings. Walk with spirit, because your blessings are assured. This is very specific. Maybe you became sober and these people are trying to reintroduce a substance back to you, whether that's drink, sex, whatever it is. These people will not stop at trying to hold you down. But you've got to stay strong. Group number 3. Stay strong. because your blessings are already written. They've already written. They're coming. If you're not experiencing it now, stay uplifted. Get the emotional help you need if you need help. Talk to your sponsor if you are, trying to stay sober. Take all of this where it resonates, you all, because I'm reading for more than one person. But you are done with this part of your life, group number 3. You're done. This 10 of Wands, all of the sacrifices, all of the oppression, all of the overwork, you're done with this. It's so interesting because this is my second recording for this group. The first one didn't go through, and now I know why, because Spirit said you missed something here. We really wanted to tell this person to keep going. Don't give up. There's an old house song. Y'all might start to know that I'm a house music fan. It's an old song, old Chicago house. And it said, at first I was afraid. I was petrified. I didn't know where my life was going. But I held on and I grew strong. And then there's like backup singers, and he goes, no more one day up and then down. I could see through your smiles, they are just frowns turned around. And the singer goes on to say, no more of that. I'm taking control of my life because I'm strong. If I can find the link to that song, I'll post it below. I don't know if I can. It's an old song. But he's like, I'm strong. Don't try to cheat me. You can't defeat me. And there's something about you. Maybe you have to go to your music, listen to something that's very inspiring to you, group number 3, because you need to keep your head up, keep your spirits up, and tap into your spirit team. They're there for you. We all are there for you. I want everyone who's listening to this to pull up the energy for that one specific person that might be struggling right now. Because this is your team right here. Whoever's listening to you in group number 3, it's your team. And you all have to kind of gather each other's energies and lift up. Because your blessings are coming. This was never meant to be your entire life. Group number 3. Never. Yeah. You're going to have to get out of that negative thinking. Some of you already have. And in doing so, you will become the star. You will become the star. Yeah. You may have to bathe in the waters. Sometimes that's like a baptismal. You know what I'm saying? Cleanse yourself. Keep cleansing. Keep clearing the way. This is your true destiny. This is fate. This is your destiny. Okay? Understand that. You were born here. You will rise here. Group number 3. Ashe. Ashe. So, if you have resonated with any or part of this reading, it's a short one, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like the way that I read and you want to hear more, please subscribe to this channel and click that bell, because you'll get notified when I upload new readings. And if this is where we part, stay strong, group number 3. And it's been an honor to read for you, an honor to transmit those messages from your mermaid guardian. Okay, my honeys, take care.